Last blade ever.
I would never watch it.
Snuggling with a sword. Come here, you.
Now, can you imagine the opening scene with in the club and the Danny Glover with all this leather and a like white, grayish blade haircut going? I think you guys need to get out of here. Speak up, Danny. We couldn't hear you. You know, like
no techno music in the background.
Yeah,
just
it's loud,
like
it's loud,
old
it's loud.
60s.
And no one's like,
Yeah.
what is Scott saying? And he's like cutting people up. Like, oh, he's killing them. Somebody should make that the last blade ever. Somebody should get that from Marvel.
Oh God, I love
it. Awesome. Cool. Since we got some time, I want to actually give us more time to do this. I want to check out TMZ for this story that came across my let's call social medias. And of course, if you're a millennial or a person with a social media or a smartphone, typically you're probably a part of the group of individuals that get inbound of all these different shares of the craziness that exists in the world we live in. A lot of those come out of TMZ. So I'm going to show this actual video of a woman literally trying to buy clothes. And I believe she said it was like she got a free coupon to come in and get something from Victoria's Secret. And in her trip to go get something from Victoria's Secret, a customer tried to assault her. Now, we don't know what happened before and all that. All we know is the video. And while you're watching this video, for everyone's watching, including my guest, I want to ask yourself and answer this question. What would you do if you were the lady with the camera? All right. So is everyone ready? Everyone ready to see this one?
Yep.
All right. Let's go.
Oh God, no, excuse. Now you are. Oh my God! Oh my God! Did you see this? Oh my God! I never thought nothing like this would happen to me. She just tried to run and hit me, and now she. Did you see her? You saw her, right? They all saw her. Oh my God. Karen had a breakdown. She tried to hit me. Ask your workers. She tried to hit me. Now I want security for you. Oh my God. Don't charge me. Oh, you wanna? Oh, yeah, she. I'm scared to even approach her.
I think people are still checking out.
I love that.
Yes.
Business never stops in America.
Absolutely. No security, no nothing.
They're like, I got places to be.
Look,
nobody. Why would she walk away from me? No, I was here. No. We're not doing this. Why don't I walk away from her? Why don't she get away from me? She could get away. Go wherever you want to go. This is crazy.
Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. Hold on. Oops, sorry. Let me rewind that.
Oh, how dare you?
Let me rewind that.
Over that slow fall down.
Let me rewind.
There it is. That 1 foot out. Lean down, grab on, don't hurt too bad.
Make sure you get your hands
nicely
safe
on the purse.
Get your hands under you and catch yourself.
You keep lying saying I'm threatening you, so I'm recording to protect myself.
This is Victoria's Secret. You see the workers in the back?
Mm-hmm.
They act like this is normal.
Yeah, how is there no one taking her out of the store?
That's what I never understood this part. I was like, is she part owner? She is a daddy on the store? Yeah.
Crazy lady. Because she attacked me and try to say I attacked her. You look at this.
Oh,
y'all better get this lady. Security, look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, can y'all get her away from me? Get her away from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've seen exactly what that was.
I think she might legitimately be some sort of witch. I think the camera phone was melting her slowly.
So
Stealing
when I
myself.
watched this for the first time, I immediately thought about when my children have tantrums, and when I do not get them calm, or when I let's say egg it on, even they start to believe I am the bad person because of how they feel, right? Because the original thing they did is what caused you to get in trouble, which brought on the tantrum. But the fact that I'm not, putting you or isolating you, getting you in a place where you can calm down, I'm kind of like just letting it fester. My children will do the same thing. They're like, Daddy, you're mean. I don't understand. You don't never let me talk. And I'm like, that's not true. I got the same feeling and vibe from this video here. By the way, still never forget about the question. So I want to go around and hear people's thoughts. What do you do if you are the woman with the camera? Open table.
I mean, I can see. I would like to know what happened beforehand. Obviously, something bad enough for her to start filming, I guess. But like, if I don't know if I would have turned off the camera. I thought it was kind of funny that like it started off where she was kind of next to her, but then she got like that shelf between the two of them because she knew something was, as soon as she's getting off the floor, she's gonna do something. But I mean, I probably would have just kept the camera on her. I may have, if yeah.
Would you ever go back to that Victoria's Secret?
I mean, I might like walk by it and kind of peek in and be like, is she here? Oh, she's not here. We run in real fast and get something and leave.
Interesting. I want to hear more.
Yeah, I like how, I mean, I probably would have done the same, maintained a distance, but kept the camera on and probably just kind of said some stuff in a low voice that she could barely hear, but sounds like I observed.
Danny Glover voice.
Yeah.
The Danny Glover blade.
Yeah, the subject is now doing this in the wild, and now is acting out, and that would have just made her even more crazy.
Talk about a scenario where an adult tries to win and or get their way. Because that's what I saw, as opposed to her saying, this is so overwhelming for me. I'm going to leave. I need to go lay down in my car and get myself together. She stays there and she tries all of these antics to in essence, win this battle. Like, I know I'm doing all these things, but I need everybody to see this person as the instigator or the bad guy. And she doesn't give up until
relentless. Very relentless.
Yeah, because eventually the cops do come. I guess she agrees to leave the mall because the lady was asking that they escort her out because she's like, I'm going to keep shopping. I don't know if she's going to run back on me and attack me in other stores. You need to ask her to leave the mall. So eventually she does leave, but she was not going to leave that spot until some kind of way she got a win. You can't just see this thing and call me this thing. I'm going to prove my point, or I'm going to make everybody see this lady is responsible. Oh my gosh. That's
It's interesting to see what happens to someone when their denial is just ripped from them and they have to face it. Choices they make.
Yeah.
So earlier that day, before I got this message, I have all like the major news channels alert my phone, not because I want to track the world, but I'll read a lot of finance information, and global things can impact markets. Well, one of the first things I saw this morning was one of the ladies who was at the Capitol riot. She was supposed to go to court, but her plea was that she has a divine spirit and that the court of law doesn't apply to her. Her proof, and I can't make this up, I can look it up. Her proof was that she did some DNA tests and found out that her DNA of her family existed in America before the laws that became known as the Constitution. Now, to me, that made me go, wait a second. You went to the Capitol to fight over the Constitution, and now you're in disagreeing with the Constitution. What? Are you serious? But that was the first thing I woke up to. And I was like, wow, this world is getting so tone deaf. People are tone deaf. And then I saw a video like that, and I was like, man, like, this is not just an isolated thing. There are mass groups of people who either feel so self-entitled or self-righteous that they will deliberately cause other people uncomfort and pain. Or there's some people who are just so disillusioned that they're feeding themselves, or their group of people are feeding themselves the same BS lie that they actually believe it. And that's probably worse, because how do you convince somebody, even though their eyes are open, that they're not blind, right? If they believe they're blind, dude, you could see me, I'm standing right here, but I can't.
It got me thinking when you said like what her reasoning was. So like during the video you mentioned like, oh look, the people are still like kind of shopping and doing their thing while the woman's on the ground going crazy. So that's like, I thought that'd be kind of weird reaction, like, because I don't know what I would do. But then now I'm imagining if I were like a judge and then she walked into my courtroom and I was like, okay, like, what's your plea? And she's like, well, not guilty because, ancestors and stuff. Like, I'm allowed to kind of, I'm above the law because I'm pre-Constitution. Like, I don't know, I don't know what I would, how do you deal with that? Like, in a court, like if you're a judge, prosecutor, like, how would you, I don't understand, like, how you even would do it.
Here's how it would get done. From some experience I have with courts, they will read the law that they broke in its full extent, and they would ask them, do you feel like you apply to this law, whether you agree or not? And if you don't agree, you're going to get convicted of a crime and maybe have further evaluation. It's not like one thing I felt when I watched that video, and I want to ask Amichi's point because he hasn't said much. Amichi always has these very intriguing perspectives, so I like him. One thing I thought about is I started asking myself this question because of the media. When I see incidents like that, I go, okay, you can't rule out mental health, right? However, it leads me to ask the second question: whose accountability does that really fall on, right? I mean, if I know that, let's say, I have a temper tantrum and I go to public places, and this happens often, right? And I explode. I even say to myself, I'm going to have an anger explosion as I'm going off on somebody. And then I, slowly faint to the ground, and I get back up stronger. You would think I'm a crazy MF who needs to be seriously kept away from society, right? But some people don't get that same outcome or outlook. And I'm not saying mental health doesn't have a part of it, because it clearly does. I share this I feel like, I don't know, no disrespect to anybody working in mental health, but I don't know as a country what we do with it. We have some of the worst, some of the worst mental health, with some of the highest prosperity, some of the most diversity, multiple cultures. Does that offer play into it? I don't know. But I know when you let people get away with things and have no accountability, right? For as much as they can imagine, it's going to reinforce all those bad behaviors and make them use mental health as a crutch, And
I want to say, this may not be a comfortable position, but if you're on the receiving end of one of those tantrums, regardless, they're going to get the hands or something. You got to do something to defend yourself. This is, you can't do a diagnosis when they're being attacked.
Who's throwing down the Victoria's Secret?
Hey, the woman could have, right? She could have engaged with her aggressively and violently. She could have, right? But she didn't. and she dodged
because
around.
The camera was some sort of repellent that she had to get a distance away from it. It was fascinating.
She could have given her a spanking, which is kind of
No.
Spanked her.
Okay.
Discipline, get on her level.
That lady knew what she was doing because she said later on when the cops came that she didn't want to lose her job. She's a TA, a teacher assistant in a middle school. She didn't want to lose her job. She didn't want to lose her apartment. She didn't want to. She knew that something public like that with the racial makeup of the participants in what was going on. All of that, it had some implications in 2021, and she didn't want that loss.
Nobody would have knew who you were if you just walked out of the.
How about that? How about that?
And you know who else gets called into that court, Adam? The manager of Victoria's Secret. The fuck are you doing? If somebody can chase another customer around, even if you don't even understand what happened, if you imagine being the manager coming back from lunch, all right, y'all, what the fuck is going on? What are y'all doing? And then somebody passes out, you're like, what? What's wrong with her? I didn't see no bullets. You get shot. What's going on? Should I be ducking? You would be like, everybody get the fuck out. Everybody get out. Everybody
turn the store around. All right, everybody get out.
We cut to the break room of Victoria's Secrets. Oh gosh, it is a madhouse out there, y'all. Coming in here to eat my tuna sandwich. It is my lunchtime, 12 o'clock.
Man, I'm telling y'all, I'm glad they put me back here folding off the inventory. I ain't trying to be out there on the floor. Them people crazy.
Oh my God.
Are those 5 women still fighting?
They are still fighting, Amici.
The 5 of them.
All 5
None of them are together.
Listen,
a 5-way fight.
I made an announcement that we're going to have a special sale on the rack of panties in the front, thinking that might diffuse it. Did nothing. All the other people who weren't fighting went and took advantage of the sales. It's useless.
It's like there's panties in the air everywhere now.
Yeah,
gotta do something about that, man.
Yeah, they really do because there's Adam right there. I didn't think he was gonna make it because they hit him in the back of the head and he started bleeding. Are you okay, Adam?
I'm good. I just need to come back here and ask a question. This lady, look, she's trying to use this coupon. The coupon code's not working. Can one of you all volunteer to come out and help? No.
Let me see that. Let me see the coupon. Okay, just type in XY19 panty. That'll get the discount.
Yeah.
Okay, and even if it doesn't, honestly, I'm just gonna tell her to take them and just keep walking because it's not worth it.
Also, Adam, get that head wound checked out, man.
That dash is deep.
I got an hour till lunch. Let me, give me a minute, guys. I'll be back. Don't worry.
I understand.
Oh, he was doing a great job. I love how he is just out there handling it. I think if we just stay back here, we stay here, we'll handle here.
Exactly. Astrid, remember that time?
Sorry. Yeah, I know I'm late. I'm sorry. Is the manager here? It's crazy out there.
No.
Good. Yeah, one of those women. They got like a crossbow or something. Their arrows flying. I had to grab one of the mannequins and use that as a shield to get back here.
Woo! And this is your first week. You're doing good, Antoine.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Yeah,
congrats.
Oh, thank you. I really want to work here. I need the job. I need it. But it's crazy out there.
You could go out there. It's like on the job training. It's like you're.
Let me put my stuff in my locker and finish clocking in and
I know
stretch.
You got it because Astrid has been here the longest. Her metal leg, the shrapnel that's in her back.
Ow.
All of that stuff happened right here at this Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
And she's been here for over 20 years and she just won't quit. She loves this place.
We're taking a day off. Yeah.
Yeah. I sit in the back now. I do that. I handle.
Oh,
you're like Danny Glover of Victoria's Secret.
She's wise. Inner strength.
Ugly.
I used to be the manager until I got shot. And then now I'm back into the back and
stand away. Was that Adam? Did he need help?
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Mm-hmm.
They brought the lady with the crossbow. She left. So,
good.
Great job. Great
good.
job.
But now we got people. I don't know where they got these rocks from, but they're out here throwing rocks. And then
got rocks in the mall.
And somebody got some nunchucks. I do not know what's going on.
How many people are out there fighting, Adam? Do you know?
It's
you
elevated.
didn't count?
It's elevated to 7.
Adam, get back out there and count. You need to
get an accurate number, Adam.
Accurate number.
Okay. I'm stuck being the new
What are you guys doing back here?
Finally, Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Clocking in.
Yeah, it's a war zone out there. I need you in your riot gear. I want you to go and get the riot gear out of the cabinet. Let's put it on. Let's strap up.
How are we going to do this story thing?
I'm on my lunch break.
Well, after your break, I want you in the riot gear with the Billy Club, and we're going out there.
You are leading.
Well, I've been out there. I've been doing the fight.
We cut to Ronnie having a interview with the new hire.
Look, Antoine, I really need you on the team. I see you've got a good martial arts background. I know it doesn't seem like Victoria's Secret is the kind of place where that would come in handy, but you'd be surprised. Yeah. And I don't know if you have familiarity with,
like an M16 out there.
Weapons of any kind. If you've done any training in the military at all, that would be also. Yep. I mean, just take, it's a rough. We're in a rough place out here, so I don't want you to get scared. But I mean, it pays well. I know you need the job. So, what do you say?
Well, I'll tell you what. I've never officially served, but when the last movie ever came out, got a little crazy out there. I learned a thing or two, so I think I think it prepared me for this.
All right. Well, hey, you're welcome aboard. I need you there. First thing, 9 a.m. on Saturday.
You know that you're bleeding out of your ear?
Yeah, it happens. It was a little rough. We had a sale this morning, and we're gonna have a pet sale.
And scene. And that is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah. And shout out to my guests. I had a lovely time with them in the class, and obviously a lovely time with them on the podcast. Shout out to them. Kiss them, hug them whenever you see them. You guys want to say anything, plug anything, or share anything?
Just thanks for having me and us here, and thanks for inviting us on your show. I've had nothing to plug, but just thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks. This was really cool, guys. It was so fun. Nice to meet you too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Well, then also want to shout out the people in the chat. Shauna, Carol, Erica, Carlos, Demetria, Chicken Joe Clark, Cameron Smith, Miranda. Oh, so we got. Yeah. Shauna.
You got Shauna?
Thank you so much for stopping by, leaving a comment. If you didn't leave a comment, thank you so much for watching anyway. DJ Comfy, get them tunes ready for John, for Tandy, for myself, for Michi. Can't Tell Us Nothing show, everybody. See you next week.